Oando is a Nigerian-listed company formed from the merger of Unipetrol and Agip and Nigeria's Downstream Marketing Operations. Its principal operations are on the coast of West Africa. It has a secondary listing on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Market cap of 4.4 billion rand. Price to earnings ratio of 8.5, currently pays no dividends, and made Aliko Dangote the richest person on the African continent.
No, I think you got the wrong Nigerian. Wale Tunubu.
Wale Tunubu.
Right.
Thank goodness you're here to keep me in check today. I'm all over the
But
place.
it's fine.
Yes. Not Aliko Dangote
owns everything else, so
yes,
it's not a bad guess.
He does.
But look at the share price chart here. So it's not been a particularly good
So
outcome.
it definitely didn't make Aliko any money.
But I mean, it's a great company and it's got a preeminent position in the Nigerian oil industry. They used to be just a kind of bunker oil trader and also do onshore kind of liquid fuel supply and so on. But they've increasingly become involved in the upstream refining and so on and so forth. As you know, in Nigeria, they've got lots of oil reserves, most of which get produced and exported. And internally, they like import fuel and they have massive problems with fuel subsidies, and it's a bit of a hot potato. But they're trying to kind of normalize the situation and refine more of their own crude, because obviously it's going to be a big consumption issue in that rapidly growing society. Why is it listed in Johannesburg, though?
I don't know. Are you asking me, do we want to phone in Nikki Newton-King at this point?
No,
Maybe she did
I
a
know
good
the
sales
answer,
job on them.
But I'm saying, like, they are listed in Lagos. And remember, the Naira is not a fully free-floating currency, but it is reasonably liquid. But they decided they wanted to get a secondary listing in Johannesburg in order to broaden the investor base. But since they did it, they haven't really worked very hard to get South African investors involved much.
So there's a gap for an investor relations in South Africa.
There's no South African on the board of the company. There's no particular transparency. RMB makes a very liquid, not a very liquid market in the stock. You know, they're the sponsor broker. So it really hasn't gone out of its way, and operationally the profits have been a bit bumpy. So it's kind of had limited interest in the minds of South African investors, I'm afraid.
Hot or not on Oando?
No, I'm afraid not. Like the sector, but I think there are obvious and easier ways of being involved in, like ones we've talked about before.
All right, so not hot.